I do have this one final question to put a dovetail on this, to put a ribbon on this, rather. The other theme in the book is our lack of political imagination. And you kind of in a way give a indirect critique of our economic system, a very direct critique of our political system, right, and some of the racial problems that we have. But I want to ask you to not just tell us about our lack of imagination, but what's in the imagination of Eddie Glaude Jr., Professor Eddie Glaude, in terms of what America can be. Tell us what you're dreaming there.
Well, you know, the thing is, for me, the imagination is the battleground. It's the battleground. We have to be, you know, Bob Moses, the great Bob Moses of Kofo and SNCC, told me a story about sharecroppers in Ruleville. They were on the bus on their way to the courthouse to register, and everyone was nervous because they knew that what they were driving into. And this voice just kept singing. He said she sang every spiritual in the hymnal, and they were trying to figure out what she was doing, and they realized that she was fortifying their spirits, you know, giving them the courage to do what they were about to do. And it turned out that that unknown sharecropper was Fannie Lou Hamer. Now, what was it about? What was in Fannie Lou Hamer's experience to lead her to believe that she could change the world? She had nothing, right, about being a sharecropper in Ruleville, Mississippi. In Mississippi would lead you to believe that anything could be otherwise, right? You have to imagine, right? You have to see beyond the opacity of one's condition, as Charles Long suggested, right, the historian, right? And so the imagination is the battleground. Right, the imagination on fire with the question of justice. So we come out of a grand tradition of spiritual aristocrats, a grand tradition of people striking the blow for freedom in a country that dared to profane the very idea. And so what's in my heart and in my head is a radical, right, reassertion of democratic energy on the part of everyday ordinary people, right, to lay claim to an ideal of democracy that will fundamentally transform, right, this country. Because whatever this is, Brother Benjamin, whatever this is, this ain't democracy. And so in my heart, I'm hoping for a mass movement of the kind that Miss Baker imagined, Miss Ella Baker imagined, where each and every one of us understands ourselves as the leaders we've been looking for. Wow. And joined with others, right, striking the blow for freedom in very particular ways, such that the most vulnerable in this society can not only dream dreams, but to make those dreams a reality. And that very abstract notion will take concrete form and shape in particular communities in light of specific problems. So that's what I'm imagining, a revolution of value, where we change our idea of government, change our idea of black and white people, and change our idea of what ultimately matters. And we do that through struggle together.